Hello, all you ghouls and goblins. Welcome back to Between the Worlds Paranormal Podcast.
Episode 4.
Welcome back to our Between the Worlds Paranormal Society podcast. This is episode 4, Waverly Hills Sanatorium.
Where we will be discussing the history of Waverly Hills and our research and investigation that we went on in 2023.
Yes, it was besides the cemeteries, it was the very first investigation we did. Let alone we took people with us.
Yeah, that was an adventure.
Mistakes were made. And we're also going to talk about the equipment that we used. We only had very few pieces of equipment back then.
Yeah.
So we'll tell you what we did have. Then we're going to discuss pricing to go and their gift shop that they have there. You have to sign waivers, all the good stuff. So the history, this is going to sound way scripted because we definitely printed it off to make sure that it was correct. Let's see.
I'll start us off.
You gonna read it?
Yeah, I'll read it.
Read it.
I like to read, I can sometimes.
Oh, you don't have to read it directly like
Right.
paragraphs, but what's the gist?
So, Waverly Hills Sanatorium, it's a former sanatorium located in the Waverly Hills neighborhood of Louisville, Kentucky. If nobody knows where that is, that's in Jefferson County. It is not the capital of Kentucky, like some uneducated people would like to think.
Who you calling uneducated?
John.
Oh.
John definitely thought that Louisville was the capital. Actually, I think he thinks that Lexington's the capital. It's Frankfurt. But in the early 1900s, Jefferson County was ravaged by an outbreak of tuberculosis. It was known as the White Plague, which prompted the construction of a new hospital. The sanatorium opened in 1910 as a two-story facility able to accommodate between 40 to 50 tuberculosis patients.
Which we did find out it was a small wooden
yes, it was
hospital
a wooden hospital first, and then it either burned down or it just got to capacity because of how many people were coming down with tuberculosis in that area. So the hospital closed in 1961 due to the success of an antibiotic drug, streptomycin. Is that correct? Is that how you say that? And it lowered the needs for certain facilities like the sanatorium. At some point, plans were made to turn the abandoned hospital into a hotel, but this is no longer the case. The land that is known today as Waverly Hills was purchased by Major Thomas H. Hayes in 1883 as the Hayes family home. Since the new home was far away from any existing schools, Mr. Hayes decided to open a local school for his daughters to attend. He started a one-room schoolhouse on Pages Lane and hired Lizzie Lee Harris as the teacher. Due to Miss Harris's fondness for Walter Scott's Waverly novels, she named the schoolhouse Waverly School. Major Hayes liked the peaceful-sounding name, so he named his property Waverly Hill. The Board of Tuberculosis Hospital kept the name when they bought the land and opened the sanatorium. It's not known exactly when the spelling changed to exclude the second E, which is irrelevant. But in the early 1900s, there were so many tuberculosis cases in Louisville at the time because of the wetlands along the Ohio River. It was the perfect climate for tuberculosis bacteria. They tried to contain the disease. A two-story wooden sanatorium was opened. In 1911, the city of Louisville began to make preparations to build a new Louisville City Hospital, and the hospital commissioners decided in their plans that there would be no provision made in the new city hospital for the admission of pulmonary tuberculosis. And the Board of Tuberculosis Hospital was given $25,000 to erect a hospital for the care of advanced cases of pulmonary tuberculosis. Due to constant needs for repairs on the wooden structures, need for a more durable structure, as well as need for more beds so that people would not be turned away due to lack of space, construction of a 5-story building that would hold more than 400 patients began in March of 1924. On October 17th of 1926, after the introduction of streptomycin in 1943, the number of tuberculosis cases lowered and there was no need for the large hospital. The remaining patients were sent to Hazelwood Sanatorium in Louisville, and Waverly Hills closed in June of 1961.
So that's a quick rundown of the history. Has it been abandoned?
Why did you make that face? No, it has not been abandoned since 1961 because they tried to turn it into a hotel. And then from the hotel, it was turned into a haunted attraction. And then whoever has it now has continued the haunted attraction and escape rooms in it right now.
They bought it in 1961.
The owners of it currently bought it in 1961. I
Pretty
thought they
sure
bought
it
it in
was
2001.
For quite a few years after that. No, I was making that face that I didn't know you were going to read the entire paper.
I didn't read the whole thing.
Only skip.
Yeah. Look, it is okay. We want this episode to be how long? If I hadn't read it, we'd have missed out on 5 minutes of great information.
You're right. Yeah.
Don't you make that.
You are so
Don't you
right.
take that tone with me. Don't you look at me in that tone of voice. What do you mean?
So some of the historical hauntings, I guess is what they're called, to go along with the history is there's children that are seen there
On the top level.
on the topmost level, and then there's a nurse that may or may not have killed herself on property.
Yeah, which there's like 2 different ways that they say she killed herself, because she was apparently pregnant with a married doctor's child, and he would not divorce his wife for her.
Yeah. There's also, for those who are sensitive, we did not mean to say the word killed. We mean unalived.
Who the fuck is sensitive in this fucking podcast?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
We already warned you about being sensitive and
Yeah, I
listening
know.
to this fucking podcast.
Look, it had to be said. Like, censorship and all.
And then there's
The shadows.
the shadows,
Shadow people.
Mm-hmm.
And
the death tunnel.
there is a death tunnel, but what is that thing?
I think it's
crawler?
called the Crawler.
The crawler.
And it has been seen by several people on several different occasions, but it's always on the 4th floor, and it can be seen either, is it 3rd or 4th? It's one of the two. It's either 3rd or 4th floor, and it can be like on the walls, it can be on the ceiling, and even in like poking its head out of the doorways.
And then there's the doppelgangers, but I was going more for that doctor, the doctor's office.
What about the doctor's office?
I forget what she said during our tour.
Yeah, well, it was 3 years ago.
It was 3 years ago.
Well, no, the doctor's office was where they were one of the speculated areas of where the nurse took her own life, wasn't it?
No. That was like room 512 or something like that, and
Yeah, it
she
was 5th
supposedly did it right in front of the door on the rafter thing, which there isn't any
In the modern
rafters.
construction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in the restoration, but I mean, you have to think that they probably kept it decently the same,
Right.
and there's no way a body could hang from there.
Yeah, it didn't look plausible. Now, the other story about the nurse does seem plausible, where she threw herself off of one of the open window areas.
Yeah. Well, it was all open, remember?
Yes.
There was not anything blocking.
And there still isn't. To this
No.
day, there is still not.
It was open because the TB
They
patients needed the
air.
fresh air.
Yep.
Yes, and the sunshine.
Yep.
Which is why the fifth or the very top upmost layer was the kids, so they could play. There's still a swing set up there.
Am I losing my mind? There was not 5 floors on this.
There were 5. Our room, our area of setup was on the 2nd floor.
I think there's only 4.
I think there's only
what
4.
the 5th floor was actually the child's area on the roof.
Pretty sure there's 5.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And then there's one underneath that.
The basement
white spot.
doesn't. The basement doesn't count as their floors when they were doing it, because no one could go into the basement.
Well, then why are they saying that it's
Oh,
5
actually,
floors?
it says Waverly Hills Sanatorium is a historic 1926 Gothic Tudor 5-story hospital.
Yeah, it was technically 4, because they could not go into the basement.
Right.
Who couldn't
And
go
I
into the
think
basement?
Patients.
What
Oh.
they're counting that 5th floor is that small little
You
area.
mean the
on
same
top.
thing that I currently have brought up on my phone?
No, you counted these windows here. I'm saying if you look into the left, that top window area, I think is what they're considering the 5th floor, which it does not extend the whole width of the hospital.
So it's not really
No.
a floor, it's more
No.
of like a roof suite.
So I would say it's 4 floors.
Yeah, it's definitely 4.
It's
We only went up 4 flights of stairs.
But I
Right.
thought there was. Okay, so when we entered the building, we went straight up some stairs, did we not?
No, we actually went down to get to the basement
And
area,
then we went
the
upstairs.
death tunnel, which you did not go in the death tunnel unless you were dead.
right.
Yeah.
And then
Or Chris.
But yeah,
Chris went all the way to
Chris,
the end of that thing.
Chris did go all the way down with
They
a few
also-
other people.
don't consider the reception area a floor. And that's where the attraction starts, is the reception area,
Yeah,
which actually looked really nice when we were there.
we did walk through it.
We did.
So it wasn't going when obviously they didn't have everything like fully set up. But we did get to see some of what they were doing.
We did sit in the actual reception area for
Yes.
the hospital.
Yeah.
And we did do a part of our investigation there, which we'll talk about later. But
besides the shadow people, there's a little kid who's seen people have named Timmy.
Yeah, we don't know if that's his actual name,
Yeah.
but apparently he comes in white
Yes.
figure form.
And he likes to play with the toys that people bring.
He specifically
like-
likes to play with balls like Kenny.
Look, you know what? They're just fun. They're just fun. Like, they come in all shapes, all sizes. You know, some are bouncy, some are not.
I was gonna say they bounce.
You know, you can throw them.
I'm not so sure. Most people would like their balls thrown, but
I mean, dogs do at least.
anyway.
I'm trying to be good.
there's the rumors about
Ain't
Yeah.
no rumors. People have straight up like looked at a tour guide. I can't remember his name, who was upstairs on like the 4th floor doing an active tour, and someone who was employed there saw him on the 2nd floor and was like talking, had a conversation with him, and then went upstairs to meet the group, and the guy was standing right there.
Now, is there picture evidence? Is there anything other than word? No.
That I do not know.
We've never seen anything.
So
It is
that's
word of
why
mouth.
I said rumor because it's
Yeah.
unsubstantiated. Like, we don't have proof.
But I want to believe that one because of how spooked the person was. Because like they showed the interview, and the person was like really freaked out. But I guess there are actors who can play the part. You know, I'm so scared. You know.
I will say there was parts of Waverly that did give me the heebie-jeebies.
That was third floor. Because third floor is where the crawler supposedly resides.
It's also the darkest floor.
Yeah.
Well, so what floor were we on when we were walking and we had our mic, we had our walkie-talkies,
Yeah, we had
and I had an
walkie-talkies.
earpiece in, and no one else heard it through their walkie, but I heard someone talking through my walkie in my ear. It was the creepiest thing.
So
I've
what we say
ever
is Kenny made up that he knows.
No, you guys know me. I would not lie about something like this.
We do know
It
you. That's
was-
why we said no. I'm just
Hold on
kidding.
now.
I'm just kidding.
Hold
I'm
on
just
now.
kidding.
No, we want these people to believe our evidence.
Oh, we want them to believe you.
No,
He totally heard someone.
I really did. Like,
Like the kid playing with the glasses.
oh, now you want to chime in? Wait, the kid playing with the glasses.
That was a different place.
Different place.
I don't
So
remember
let's talk
this.
about our investigation.
Right. So
we had 13 people with us, and as big as this place was, 13 people was a mistake.
It was.
Yeah.
Because it's open. So
Yeah.
you heard, if they were loud at all, you heard them from across the entire building.
The entire building, plus,
Yes.
Floors.
I think only 4 and 5, or 3 and 4 floors are open to the outside, and 1 and 2 are completely closed.
No, they're not.
No, only the first floor
Only
is
is-
closed.
yeah, the
All
3
the rest
floors,
of them
yeah.
Okay.
are open.
So
They're
they
open.
could be on the second floor. I was on the roof, and we could hear them.
Yeah, we were across the building from each other, and we
Right.
heard,
Yeah.
and it's because it's just so open, and everything, it's kind of like a half circle,
Yes.
so it almost echoes.
Yeah.
So that, we figured out that became a problem.
But,
Another
hey,
problem
there were really
was,
beautiful views from
it
that
was,
roof.
Another problem was people not knowing how to use the
The
equipment that we
cameras.
brought.
so equipment-wise, we brought cameras, EMF meters, and voice recorders.
And we
And
had
we-
the
Ovulus.
that one.
We had the Ovulus.
And also trigger objects, because we brought toys for the kids.
We did bring toys, but they didn't end up giving us
Yeah.
anything. But so we only had 4 pieces of equipment, and so different groups had the cameras, so everybody could get their own thing going. And
We let people use cameras that we thought were going to be good with it, and then turns out,
it was not that great.
Yeah.
But we were all learning,
We were.
and there was more ash shots and floor shots
Than anything.
than anything else. But I will say, the one we did get that
Diapers.
actually had evidence on it was the room that had all the orbs going through next to the elevator shaft.
yes. And we also there was another area on our recorder, our voice recorder, where we were all sitting still. We never heard anything.
That was the surgeon's office,
Yes.
wasn't it?
Yes.
We
were
never
sitting in the
heard
surgeon's
anything
office.
audibly out loud, but we heard when we listened back to it the loudest thud of what sounded like somebody like either dropped a heavy piece of wood or like beat on a door somewhere. Like it was loud on that digital recorder.
But the main thing that we saw that creeped us out was me and Kenny were with 2 other people, and our camera was being shut down.
Yes.
So we couldn't even record this as evidence. It's literally word of mouth and eyes.
We
like,
saw it.
We saw it, believe it or not, whatever you want to do. But
The other person with us saw it
Yes.
as well.
So we had the guy that was with us was walking next to where it's open balcony, And when we looked down, we saw a shadow following him.
Yes. And so this shadow was not his shadow because this shadow was darker than the dark.
Yeah.
Like, you could see it in the dark.
We could see his shadow.
Yes.
Also, there wasn't much light to cast actual shadows.
All we had was the moonlight.
Yeah, it was
it.
so, like, it was so creepy. Like, Katie and I both stopped talking to each other. We stopped everything we were doing because we both wanted to first let our eyes make sure we were seeing this. And so finally, the girl who was standing next to us was like, "What's that?" So then me and Katie go, "Yep, we're not going that way."
So let's add to this story. We saw the shadow
Mhm.
walking next to him. We thought that it was going to try and push him off the ledge because it kept getting closer. Now there is things that say shadows will walk with you in the hallways. They never hurt you or do anything, but they walk with you.
Yeah.
And that's what this shadow did. It walked with him down the hallway, never touched him, never got extremely close, but it was right behind him.
The other creepy thing for me was when it disappeared. So I remember the moment it disappeared, it almost looked like it had. So the way that the floor was set up is the guy that was with us was walking toward us from one end of the hallway, and then in the middle of the hallway, he sort of stopped and turned to look out the little open window and stepped toward the edge. And when he did that, it was almost like the shadow figure kept its focus on us rather than following him to the edge of the little window thing. Like, now, when I say edge of the window thing, it didn't get...
It's also not a window thing. It's a balcony. It's a huge balcony.
Okay.
I'm like, window thing? What are you
opening.
talking about, a window
The
thing?
big opening, because there are
There's windows on the inside of the building,
yeah.
not on the outside of the building.
Yes. Quick question: weren't you guys on third floor when that happened?
I don't
Your
really.
group was on third floor.
I don't remember.
I don't remember what floor we were actually on. I'm not
Or
gonna
was
lie.
it second?
No, we were not on second because the second floor is where our base was. So, no, so we were... The second floor is where we had our base. And so I know for sure we were not on the second floor. Like, our little break area, that was on the second floor because there was a floor below us.
There was a floor below us. We were
Why
on
are
with the
you
museum
making that face?
because I
It's
think
not right.
the first floor is split.
So
It's
when we walked into Waverly, we went down a set of stairs. That brought us to the bathrooms and our base area.
Yes.
And right across was the death tunnel. We would walk through the thing to go through the death tunnel.
No, I thought we walked downstairs to go to the death tunnel.
We did from where we came in at, but the bathrooms and everything in the death tunnel were all on the same floor. And our setup was right next to the bathrooms because they were the
Were
only
they?
bathrooms.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, either way, we weren't on the second floor.
The second, third, and fourth floor were what we went to explore.
Yeah.
Because there's still a second floor. No, there was another floor below us, though.
The basement.
Because we went
was
to
the
the
basement.
morgue down there.
Yeah. The basement, but that was not where patients went when it was open. That was literally for just the nurses,
that's why I'm
the
saying the
doctors,
second floor.
and everything there. Because I think that's why also, if I'm thinking of it correctly, the death tunnel was so long because it had to go out and over. Yeah. What we came into was the second floor, which was like they had almost like a museum
Yes.
Yeah.
type of thing set up. And it was only at
It was
the
their
one
gift
end.
shop. It was their gift shop. Because remember,
No, gift shop was at the other end.
So they locked the gift shop up.
Finish my sentence. I would have said it.
Finish your sentence.
No, so what I was saying was is when we first got there, we were on one side of the building, right? And we went in, there was the gift shop, and then we had to drive around.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
To
what I
the-
was. That's what
to
I was
the
getting
other
ready to
side,
say
yeah.
to you when you asked if that was the gift shop.
I know, I remembered at the same time as I asked it, so I was like, no, don't answer because I know.
He's horrible at interrupting.
Hold on now. Who?
You.
Who?
I didn't stutter.
We some owls up in here. Who?
I didn't stutter.
We also, funny little story is my group, when we were walking around taking pictures, got scared by a bird taking off out of one of the rooms.
Was it a bird or a bat?
It was a bird.
It was a bird. We
We
also
also
found a dead
pigeon.
bird.
I was going to say we also found a dead bird.
Which one of the guys that was with us tried to get an EMF reading off of the dead bird.
Yep.
I mean, it was a good try.
I mean,
But it wasn't gonna be nothing.
Yeah, it was one of those things of, what are you doing?
Oh, also in our evidence is where we found out that Kenny has fear farts.
So
Because there is a loud, huge fart in one of the videos.
So I really think that was another person that was with us. I don't remember that being me.
Oh, you don't remember.
oh.
You don't remember.
Okay.
Chris is getting ready to say something. I know he is.
He's looking at you
I
like
ain't even
you
gonna
don't
look.
remember it was your ass.
No, I don't remember that
First
at
off, we
all.
were all dead silent doing an EMF reading, and we had the voice recorders on, the cameras going, and then all of a sudden, out of the silence, you just hear this loud fart.
That I'm pretty sure was Malcolm. We'll call him Malcolm.
It's one of his 85 personalities.
Yeah, that's what it is.
No, I'm talking about somebody who we're changing the name for, who was actually with us, that one of our other people kept focusing the camera on.
He wasn't with us when we did that.
You know what? It doesn't matter whether he was with us or not. That's who's going to get the blame.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so now we're blaming other people.
No, so what was crazy though is they blamed me for that when there was obviously somebody in a diaper who did it.
What the fuck, you fucking... Don't listen to his ass. I thought we were telling the truth.
Look, we've got the video evidence. Someone was in a diaper.
No, no.
No.
Look, that is funny because it did look like they were in a diaper.
That is also when we learned that
Night vision is not flattering to us. Okay,
it is not flattering, and don't wear light colors under dark because night vision will give you the outline of everything.
It will basically turn it inside out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We found that out. But we didn't post any videos from Waverly. We didn't really get that much evidence because it kept knocking out our cameras.
Yeah.
Like
It was
every 2
so
seconds.
frustrating.
Yes.
It was so frustrating.
So we have a lot of extra batteries for our cameras.
A lot.
And we fully charge everything the night before we go.
Yes.
And while we're there.
And while we're there, we will set up our base, and then when the battery dies, we will immediately put it on the charger and then go grab another battery. It was draining full batteries within a minute.
Not even.
Yeah.
I think some of our videos were only like 25, 30 seconds long.
Yeah, we got rid of most of our videos from Waverly just because they didn't have anything. Yeah, they were the floor or they were someone's butt. I mean, it
Or
just...
so shaky.
Or everyone was
Echoes.
talking.
Yeah.
Everyone was talking so much in it that you couldn't hear anything. Even if we were to get something, you weren't going to hear it.
Yeah, it was so contaminated. So contaminated.
I will say, if we ever decided to go back, which it's not top on our priority list, and that's mainly because it costs $1,000
Yes, it is
to
pricey.
have a private investigation there, and it's only from 8 to 4. Like, it's
Which-
not even a long investigation.
Yeah.
Right.
So you have to pretty much pack up to leave during the witching hour.
And that was a big reason as why we decided to take so many people, was to cut the cost.
Yeah.
Is like it's not that we didn't want those people to go with us, because like, yes, we had a good time, it was a great experience, and so we did enjoy it. We had a great time, even though like we had a larger group of people. But the main reason we had so many people was because the cost was so much.
Yeah, it was. Now, the one thing I want to talk about before we get to the end is the death tunnel.
Yes.
Which I'm with you guys. I stayed at base trying to get equipment back up.
You
and
never
running.
went in the death
Did
tunnel
you
at all?
ever go down to the death tunnel?
No.
Malcolm about got put in the death tunnel as dead.
Yeah, because they just so one of the rules that we made was absolutely no pranks.
No one could scare each other.
Because we didn't know what kind of activity we were going to be experiencing.
Right.
So we're like, look, don't prank each other, because we have equipment. We don't want it to like fall, get broken. We don't want people to contaminate any evidence we may find or anything like that.
Yeah, and there was water down in the death tunnel.
Yes.
And he jumped around that corner.
He almost got punched.
He about got rocked.
By two people.
I was so mad.
Katie was going low, I was going high. It was
And he thought it was the most hilarious thing in the world.
But to his defense, he did think that we were somebody else.
Did he?
But
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
He said that he thought we were Dustin, because he was trying to get Dustin back for, oh, it's fine.
Oh, Dustin's not a real name either.
no. Mm-mm.
Yeah, but it went all the way down. I don't even remember how many feet it went down.
Yes.
Chris went down it with several other people and then walked all the way back up.
I want to say, don't they say it's like 250 feet? Is it 500 feet total?
500
One way.
feet.
They went all the way down that tunnel.
Yeah,
All the way
there's
to the
no
wall.
way. There's no way. Because it was like a ramp with stairs next to it.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, those stairs,
Were not stairs. They
air
were not
quotations,
Yeah.
were not safe. And the ramp was slick because of the water dripping.
Weren't there dolls down there too?
Who?
Dolls.
Oh,
I don't know. What was at the bottom of the ramp? Nothing.
there's nothing
So there
down
was
there.
nothing at the bottom of the ramp. I know there was like a door. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they had it closed up so you couldn't go through it or
Yeah.
anything. Which apparently there's a cemetery too close by. We didn't go to that
Yes,
either.
we did not.
Mm-mm.
Were we allowed to go outside the building?
No, we weren't allowed to go outside. Remember we had to call her, and she had to come unlock the door.
Oh yeah, we were
locked
locked in. Like,
yeah.
which is a fire hazard now that I'm thinking about it.
We could have jumped off one of the balconies.
I
Yeah.
mean, and broke our ankles with as big as we are.
At least you wouldn't have burnt.
Right?
I think I would have rather burnt.
Nah.
And I
Nah.
did. So the other funny story about Waverly was my shoes.
Oh,
John ruined the entire investigation.
It's probably why we didn't get anything.
Yes.
He sprayed them with
Dragon's blood, sage, smudge spray. Yeah.
He didn't spray them.
coated them.
It leaked in his shoe, and we thought that someone had spilled water, because remember I reached back there and like the shoe was soaked, and I was like, oh my gosh.
No.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we thought, but it turns out
Sprayed the entire shoes with smudge spray.
Notice she said we, because none of us thought about it. We were just like, this smells better, and sprayed my shoes.
And then when we got there, we toured every single floor with said shoes on.
Up
So-
and down.
So Waverly, if you are listening and you have not had any activities,
It's John's fault.
you're welcome.
No,
It's John's
so they
fault.
had a group show up with a very famous investigator the next day, and they got stuff.
Okay, so are you sure?
Yes.
Pixar didn't happen.
I mean, I think they posted.
They did, and Katie and I were like, we could have just waited another day and gone with them.
Yeah,
But I need that.
I have no idea.
Wasn't it Chip Coffee?
Oh, it was. Yes, I do remember that because we had that conversation. Yes.
It was like, I mean, shit, it was 3 years ago. I don't remember
Yeah.
everything from
But
it.
he's famous enough, and it was a long time ago that people are like,
Chip Coffee.
yeah.
Well, if you watched any of the paranormal shows like we have watched, Chip Coffee is a very famous person on them.
Yes.
Yes.
He's
he
a
is
medium,
medium, yes. A
and
psychic medium.
he's actually a really good one.
Yes.
He's a really good one.
I like him, and I like, what's the woman's
Hold up.
name?
Was it Chip or was it the one who Bill Chappell?
Shit, I don't remember.
It
I
was
told
one
you
of
it was
them.
3 years ago. I don't remember.
I
could
think
have
it
been
was
both.
Bill Chappell.
It could have been both. Yeah, it could have been both. We don't
Could have
know.
been both.
But
It was one of the famous people.
yes.
No, I thought Bill Chappell was around one of the times that we went to, almost said Amityville, and that's not right.
We've never been there.
Ashmore.
Yeah, Azkaban.
He's never been there. Bill Chapel.
No,
I don't think.
no.
But so my shoes only protected us that night.
Oh.
He threw them away
Yep.
after
they
we
no longer
figured
go
out.
on.
They no longer went on any ghost hunts with us.
Yeah.
In fact, we had to stop and buy me new shoes.
Yes.
Halfway to Ashmore because we completely forgot, and we were like, "Oh wait, we don't want to repeat." So
Right. Now, let's talk about the very first place we went when we went to Waverly was the gift shop.
Yes.
And they do have a lot of great stuff in there.
they
They
do.
really do.
There was a lot of like we bought shirts. Some of us bought hoodies. We got a magnet.
Hats.
There are books. I bought a
Yeah.
hat.
Yep, there's hats.
There's bumper stickers.
Aren't there
There's
shot glasses.
I don't think no because we
you're-
bought a magnet because there was no shot glasses.
Yeah. That's what it was.
and they also sell equipment there. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's where we bought our very first grid.
Grid, which we
Yeah.
used in the death tunnel. We didn't get anything except for a few noises, but just because we didn't get anything at Waverly necessarily doesn't mean no one else did.
that part.
You know, if we went back, we could get a whole slew of stuff. You don't,
Right.
you
Yeah.
never know.
I mean, it's happened at other locations where
Yeah.
we go the first time, get
Nothing.
nothing, and then we go the second and we get
Get a ton of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. And there's a gift shop link on their Facebook page,
Yes.
so you can order it. Extreme Ticketing / The Real Waverly Hills / gift shop.
Yes, and it's in a post from May.
Yep, a post for May.
So if you don't follow their Facebook, go ahead,
You
give it a
should.
follow.
Yep.
Yeah.
They post some amazing things.
They
They
also
also-
post events
Yeah, I was going to
that
say
they
they
have
also
throughout
post
the year
events.
and tours. When people cancel last minute stuff, they try and
Yes.
get people to book them.
Yes.
They post everything on their Facebook page.
So
Including some extra evidence that
Yes, that they
people
get.
give
Yeah.
them
Mhm.
and that they collect on their is it security cameras that they collect some stuff on?
Yeah, I want to say they call it their security cameras. Because they have cameras throughout the whole place to
Yes.
Yeah.
watch everybody that's in there, obviously.
so Katie, would you go back?
I would, but it's not high on my priority list. The price is too much for the time, and I know that we could probably get stuff if we went back again, but I'm just not willing to pay that money for some place that we've already gone,
Right.
you know. I'd rather pay it for a different place to explore. What about you?
Unpopular opinion, I probably wouldn't want to go back. Just based off of the entire experience. Now, I'm not going to say that, because I'm one, never say never, unless it comes to playing with spiders or eating mustard or ketchup. But, so for me, I don't necessarily know if I would want to go back, because like you said, the price is
It's
really
tremendous.
high.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
$1,000 no matter what.
If they lowered the price for a smaller group and extended the time frame to match some of the other locations that we have gone to, I'd say yeah, I'd probably go back. But
If we were looking for a place to just go and we had the money, I would go back. But to pick it out of the other stuff that we have set up,
yeah,
no.
I agree with that. What about you?
I would go back without the state shoes to see if we can get something, because I do believe that, you know, huntings exist, and I do think that Waverly is one of the most haunted places. I think this is a good stopping point.
Yeah.
Yep,
So
listen.
next week we're going to be discussing our first trip to.
Nope. No.
No.
Next week is.
Would be a surprise.
Yep, we'll do it as a surprise. Next week is coming. Just wait for it.
But that's not fair. I don't even know what it is.
I'll show you after the episode's done.
No, don't, because I want it to be a surprise for me too.
Oh, okay.
Like, I like surprises. I'm gonna ask 20,000 times before next week when we record.
And I'm gonna tell you every time, and he's gonna forget every single time.
Probably yes.
But tune in next week for the surprise episode.
And until we see you then,
Or talk to you then.
or talk, or whatever.
Tune in to Between the Worlds.
Leave a comment.
Between the